Oh, and by the way, viewing this film constitutes a premium renewal of your AAA subscription. Oh, you know who would love this? Bus Nut. Remember Bus Nut? I wonder what she's up to. Yeah? What'd you think of that? That's right. Alright, did you kids stuff another ring ding in the tailpipe? Oh, he's just 7 years from retirement. I thought E stood for enough gas.
Sometimes the best way to keep from getting hurt in a school bus is to get out of the bus.
Get Out of the Bus, the little-known Spike Lee sequel.
This can happen if the bus stalls in a dangerous spot, like on a railroad track.
Or in a cave full of bears.
Or in heavy traffic.
Or on the moon.
Or if there's danger of a fire.
Cheech and Chong's High School.
To be able to get out of the bus in case of a real emergency, you have to practice. By doing what's called a school bus evacuation drill. Practicing, you learn how to stay calm.
You learn how not to feel.
The fastest way to get out of a bus quickly is to walk. Quietly, so you can hear instructions.
Get out of there, Jodie Foster!
Now your turn.
The person in charge is always the school bus driver. He or she decides which is the safest way to get out of the bus.
Gus.
There are 3 common choices. A front door exit,
That's no fun.
a rear door exit,
More traditional.
and a combination of front and rear doors at the same time.
Oh, that'll ruin a party.
Here's how to practice using the front door exit.
There you go. Get out.
Okay, we're going to do an emergency evacuation drill using the front door. Please.
Evacuations through the front door call for a helper.
Helper, if you would stand by the front door and assist anybody coming out.
Far out,
And a
man.
leader.
Leader, if you'd form a single file line and take the students to the bush over there by the school.
Usually 2 of the older students on the bus.
Or students whose parents have paid the designated survivor fee.
All right.
Next, the driver releases the students, 1 seat at a time, and instructs them to follow the leader. He starts at the front of the bus and works his way toward the rear. He lets one side of the aisle go and then the other.
It's a bipartisan effort. That's nice to see.
Don't walk.
No touchy.
Okay, here.
You shouldn't try to take your lunch or jacket or books with you. Leave them on the seat.
Okay.
My monkey's lunchbox.
After the last row is gone, the driver double checks to make sure everybody is out of the bus.
By law, he's entitled to 1 abandoned fruit roll-up.
That was real smooth. Good.
With practice, you should be able to do a drill like this without the driver. In a real emergency, he may not be able to help.
In a real emergency, he may fake his own death and move to Seattle.
Sometimes it may be necessary to evacuate a school bus through the rear emergency exit
Evacuation drill out the back door and
because of an accident or fire at the front of the bus.
Or maybe the bus is being eaten by a rancor.
The rear door drill calls for 2 helpers and a leader.
And a social media guru.
In the rear door drill, the driver stays next to the exit to prevent pushing or shoving.
Single file to the flagpole.
Off to the mall. See ya.
Now we'll leave the bus 1 row at a time.
Again, you
starting
leave
from
your
right
seats
to
1
left.
row at a time, starting at the back of the bus. First one side of the aisle, then the other.
Seen it.
It's a long way to the ground from the rear door of a school bus.
Hands on
You should
your
crouch in the
shoulders.
doorway so you don't bump your head.
Watch your head.
And place your hands on the shoulders of the helpers.
Then put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water.
The helpers stand facing each other, 1 on each side of the door.
They will assign you a new identity.
Watch
Land
your
on the
head.
balls of your feet and bend your knees.
Watch your head.
These helpers could be replaced by coat
Your head.
racks.
Then follow the leader to a safe place away from the bus.
Can it be a safe place with hamburgers and pinball? Next up, how to avoid being thrown under the bus.
The quickest way to evacuate a school bus is through both the front and the rear doors at the same time. But it takes more practice.
I don't know if you're ready for that level of safety.
Okay, we're going to have an emergency evacuation drill using both the front door and the rear door.
For this drill, the bus is divided in half.
Oh, like America.
Some schools mark their buses with a line.
Everyone forward of the line will use the front exit. Everyone back of here will use the rear exit. Helper, if you'll stand by the door and assist students coming out. Leader,
Helpers and leaders are needed at each door for this drill.
Bribe the right helper and you can escape through the roof hatch.
As soon as the students in the front half of the bus have started, the driver moves to the rear door.
If you'll open the emergency door and get on the ground, get ready to assist anybody.
Save smart kids first.
Leader, if you'll form a single file line, take the students over to the flagpole.
Show them a good time.
Crouch down as you go out the door.
The back half of the bus evacuates the same as in the rear door drill.
Like, exactly the same.
Hey, crouch down.
After the last student is left, the driver walks back to the front of the bus to make sure that everybody is out.
The film's gonna break. Get out of there, man! Oh man, the shrooms are kicking in.
These have been drills, done for practice in a schoolyard where a real emergency seems pretty far away.
It's the magic bus.
They're important.
I think you gotta practice these drills because what if the bus caught on fire? Everybody might panic and they wouldn't get out in time.
Then I'd be the lead in the play.
Some people don't take it too seriously because they think it'll never happen to them.
Soon they will know my name and fear me.
I think it's important because if a bus was in a wreck and if the kids didn't know what to do, then they could all be tumbling and yelling at each other and just panicking.
Paying less attention to me.
I think it's a good idea to practice because if you really got stuck on a railroad track, you'd know what to do.
You'd know what film to watch.
It takes practice to be able to get out of a school bus in a real emergency.
Not everybody has what it takes. Well, that was uneventful. Yeah, the buses looked real, but they forgot to have anybody get decapitated. Well, stay mellow, and may all your evacuations be through the rear door. Thanks for watching. Did you know that Fun with Shorts is powered by its own Patreon campaign? It's true. For a small pledge, you can see every new video before the rest of the internet and get special patron-only riffs and other goodies. Part of this nutritious rumble. Pledge just $1 or more, and you'll get a free movie riff download as my thanks to you. I think he just baptized a gopher. Click the Patreon logo to check it out, and I'll see you next time.